Good evening. We're continuing with the concept, classes on regarding one's eyes. Yesterday we learned the importance of learning Torah. Learning Torah, we explained that there's only room for one, either filth or Torah. Today it's a little bit of a different concept, similar, however different. This is the famous Gemara, and we're going to read it inside, that tells us that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the one who created the evil inclination, and he created its medicine. So the Gemara is in Masechet Kiddushin. The concept is very famous, however, I think the mashal the Gemara gives is often omitted. So let's read the whole Gemara. The Gemara says as follows: V'samtem, sam tam. When HaKadosh Baruch Hu in the Torah tells us, V'samtem et v'ayele, as we read in Kriyat Shema, take these words, put them on your heart. Sam tam, it's a play on the words. Sam, the Gemara says, Nimshala Torah kesam chaim. The Torah is compared to a medicine of life. Mashal le'adam she'ikat beno. Imagine a father hit his child. Makah gedola. Give him a beating. Ve'iniach lo retiyal makato. And then he gave him a bandage on the wound and told him, V'amad lo beni, kol zman she'retiyal makatcha. As long as you keep this bandage on the wound, achol ma she'anatecha, shata ma she'ancha. Eat whatever you want, drink whatever you want. V'rachot ben mechanim ben mitzonen. Take a warm bath, take a cold bath, whatever you want. Ve'en ata mitarei, shouldn't be worried about anything. V'im ata ma'avira, but as soon as you take off that bandage, harehi ma'ala nomi, it's going to become boils. So the father taught the child a lesson. Again, don't try this at home, but gave him a good whacking, and the child was hurt and an open wound. The father said, keep on this bandage. As long as you keep it on, you're good. You can do anything you want. Take off the bandage, you're going to suffer. HaKadosh Baruch Hu said the same thing to the Jewish people. Bini, God says, my children, we created, Hashem said, I created the evil inclination, and I created the medicine for that sickness. As long as you learn Torah, you will not be given in the hands of the Yitzhara to control you. Shemirat, halo im tetev se'et, which was in this week's parasha, when HaKadosh Baruch Hu comes and rebukes no one less than Cain. Cain brings his offering to HaKadosh Baruch Hu of his produce. HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't take it and takes his brother Hevel's cattle and sheep and livestock that he brings. And he was very angry. And Hashem approached Cain and told him, don't worry, next time if you would do a better job, you do what you're supposed to do in a proper manner, Kadosh Baruch Hu will accept it. As long as you do not learn Torah, you're in the hands of the Yitzhara. So the Mishnah Yesharim explains it with a similar mashal, but he says, who better than God knows how to fix the problem that he gave us? He gives the example of an individual who has a sickness. He goes to the doctor. The doctor tells him exactly what the condition is, gives him a diagnosis, and prescribes for him a specific medicine. Now, if this patient goes and takes another medicine, antibiotic number 1 was what he's prescribed. He goes and he tries number 2, number 3, number 4. He goes and tries many other types of antibiotics or any types of medicine. If it's not specific for the problem the person is having, he's not going to be healed. Same thing at HaKadosh Baruch Hu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu knows. He created us. He knows what our problem is. He knows what our challenges are. And that's fine, because we're all human. But HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us the proper, if you want to call it an antibiotic, you want to call it an herb, you want to call it a medicine, a vitamin, you call it whatever you want to call it. However, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, He gave us the prescription. We have the slip. Now you need to go to the pharmacy, purchase it, and then take it. This is what the Mishnah Yesharim is telling us. There is only the Torah that can heal it. You can try philosophy, you can try meditation, you can try any other type of things, and all of those things do stem somewhat from our Torah. But if you don't go to the source, and you don't take the medicine in its most pure and potent form, which is our Torah Kedusha, then there will not be any way to save oneself from their evil inclination. Visit Hashem HaKadosh Baruch Hu. stay strong, overcome, and Baruch Hashem, always learn Torah. Chazak u'baruch. Baruch Adonai Le'olam.